and V talking D&D.
Forsooth, I feel as though thine FwooshCast should be, drinking mead under candlelight.
Holding big trash can shields.
With nails in them.
I don't have it in. Okay, we'll get to it here in a minute. Why I'm not going to get to participate in the openings of the D&Ds, but
no, it was so close.
It was. Postman. Oh, and you know what? Okay, we'll get right into it. I went to the post office. I got my pickup slip yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Saturday. So I ran to the post office real quick. I was like, oh, maybe they left it here this morning or something. But somebody has left their packages in the lock boxes at the bottom for most of the week. The keys have been gone. Usually, if the key's there, I know I don't have any mail. If the key's gone, I have a package in there. So I guess the post person came back up and they were like, nope, it's still on the truck. And I was like, dang, okay, I'll be back Monday, thinking I can shoot that video for Tuesday. Nope.
Holiday.
We're closed Monday. So yeah, I've got an extra day of wait even.
Yeah.
It's blah.
Yeah.
Blah.
Well, bummer.
I know. But did you get some G.I. Joes?
Yeah. Some cool Joes. And we always welcome those on these shows.
Some Battle Cat camo Joes.
And one who is like the most, I don't know, the go-gettingest out of all of them to me. It's like, let's go.
What's happening, Fuzzy?
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, well, Lord D's.
Well, I did get mail, and I didn't have to wait for it because it was via FedEx.
It's like you're setting up a
15 minutes ago.
And you know what? When you held that up a minute ago to show me, it took me a second to realize what it was.
Oh,
yeah.
It's ridiculous, and it just got here in too short a time. It would be fun to do an unboxing for it, but I don't feel prepared for it yet. So I don't know.
Well, I felt this, and I still feel the same way about Galactus. I have the box, but man, I don't know. There's some kind of intimidation factor that's going on. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be unprepared for opening this. Like if it was live, it's like, oh, you need a screwdriver and a hacksaw, and I don't have an Alice pack for it yet to hook onto it or whatnot. So
you're so unprepared. Bazooka is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Look at him. You boys be home by dark because
well, that's the thing. He's like, his voice is like this to me because that's what my friend's dad sounded like in the early 90s, late 80s. So that's where his voice comes from.
There's a recognition factor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's like seriously, I need a pair of Sergeant Slaughter sunglasses, but just in regular glasses style to put on this figure and repaint the jersey into a Chicago Bears one. And I got it. I got him. He's a big Bears fan.
Big Bears. Chicago.
Yeah, go Bears.
Take your time with it, Veebs. Savor it.
Yeah. It's a little. It's funny when HasLab boxes arrive. It's like they're kind of intimidating. It's like you've waited a long time. You paid a lot of money for it. They're giant, and it's like, whoo. And I've got the Neutrona wand. So it's like that's another element to like hook it up and do that all correctly too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Be a thing. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
We don't no love tonight for the Indiana Jones line. I don't have any Indiana Jones to open.
I'm ready to.
Yeah.
I am.
Bring it on. Dudes in suits. I want a bunch of dudes in suits.
Dudes in suits, but much like Marvel Legends, and we don't have to talk about them. It looks like maybe the first year's worth of product got kind of leaked out there a little bit. And if those lists turn out to be true, then I think it's going to be pretty solid first year. So I'm looking forward to it.
Don't understand using a jersey as camouflage. Does this guy look like he wants to use camouflage? No, he's just walking out there with a bazooka and just here it is.
The Bears afraid to know cobras.
Yeah. And when people start talking about sports teams with the jersey and color, I'm lost. I'm like, oh, I saw somebody do a custom today. I changed it from this team to this team, and I'm just
for like football. I don't know what this is. This is like New York Knicks colors or New York Islanders colors. It's not orange and blue. I'm not. Those are Edmonton Oilers. Those are the teams that pop into my head. Football, though, I'm not sure. That's why I said it needs to be Chicago Bears with some kielbasa for this guy.
I really dig this artwork right here, though. He's got that kind of video game-ish blast jump thing happening.
It's like he needs to be riding on a rocket that was just fired out with his own bazooka launcher up here.
Yeah.
And it's like launch his off and then jump off, and yeah.
And then I also got Recondo.
My mustache boy is on back order, so I have not gotten him yet. So I'm looking forward to seeing your take today on him for sure.
Yeah, I got the mustache boys. And then I got this. I got the Python Patrol Officer. I was trying to skip a bunch of these variations. That's not quite as important to me, but
yeah.
There it is. It's
I've dialed it back to like one. Like the bat. I got one Python Patrol bat, and then I got what's the red bat? Is that the Crimson bat?
Yeah,
I got one of those, so they can, like, I don't know, offset each other in the display or something, because I moved the Joes back to more prime and larger real estate, but with all the freaking bad guy army builders that I have right now, that space is gonna evaporate really fast.
Got eaten fast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's two. Bazooka wears a vintage Patriots jersey.
Well, right, the standard one, right? And that I see that, but this Tiger Force one is orange and blue and white.
Is it orange?
Red and blue and white. Well, obviously, right?
Oh yeah, red, orange.
That's orange.
Like I explained in the weekly, I failed my color course. But I mean, we're talking about basic crayons in kindergarten. Is that red or orange?
It's vermilion.
Maybe I don't have. Well, I don't have all my lights on. Maybe I need to do that here in a minute.
Well, I like the mood lighting. It's
that's it's not as bad as when I first turned this on.
Well, and speaking of which, we were chatting earlier today, and I had to run upstairs to sign for it because I had new shelving arrive, and it's like the first step into the new setup for these things over there, the new permanent home for it, because I'm going to be running out of, this space eventually with it being dedicated to the Origins diorama. So, bazooka. Yeah. And I saw Denver Broncos. No wonder I like block that out, because people don't like the Denver Broncos around here. Those are bad donkeys.
How are the eyes on your bazookas? Mine's good. Mine's pretty good.
Mine looks good.
Oh.
If anything, the left eye might be just the teeniest bit to the side, but not much for me to like care about it. It's almost like why do we have to listen to this? Like, this plan. Let's just go do it.
This briefing. Who needs briefings? Let's go do this.
Yeah.
I kind of want the helmet to sit like this picture. I haven't seen a lot of reviews. I don't know what everything does, but I kind of want that helmet to sit right down on the eye line. Like, maybe I'll have to do some working. Oh man, Isaac, down and out today with a 102 fever.
Ooh,
glad you guys are live. Keep me company on my sick day. Thanks for all the entertainment.
Well,
man,
I hope you feel better, because that sucks, man. Sorry to hear it.
On a weekend.
Yeah, and may a potentially long weekend too. That's even worse.
Oh, yeah. Regular bazooka is basically Steve Grogan, who was the Patriots quarterback, no 14, with the mustache and everything.
Number 14. Yeah.
No.
then they should have had the guts to put Patriot Pat down in his ball hiking stance, like in like a trace outline on the side of the helmet. That would have been amazing.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I know, it's like all my sports knowledge is coming out of my head.
Yeah, it's strangely adequate or appropriate for G.I. Joe.
But that's cool. That's a cool little bit of history. I was not aware of that.
I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Oh man, never mind.
You are correct, sir.
That's right. I thought that was the impersonation we were butchering last year, but it's not. That's another.
It's like there are many of those.
Yeah, we do that all the time. You can't tell it's to the side unless you really look at it. And a lot
That's
of
kind of the way mine is.
that's I don't know.
And
I'll have
it's
to pull
even,
out I have to pull out the specs.
yeah, it's even like one of those things where, you know, the paintings that follow you around, it's like it depends on the angle where I can really see it with this figure. So yeah. And I 1000%, I am not lying. He is in my top 10 most wanted GI Joe classified series figures. You better believe it.
Frig Perry.
The fridge.
That one I know.
Fridge.
Only because of the GI Joe line.
Then that would be a proper Bears jersey. Dang. Then I'd be kit bashing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many toys of real people do you have in your collection? No, well, you know what I mean. Not actors playing, but people you know.
Like does like the George Lucas Stormtrooper type of thing? Or
No, I'm thinking more like I'm not that other people get, you know.
hmm. Hmm. That's a good question.
Hmm.
Well, I'd have to think about that.
I know I'd have to go through and look. I know there's a few me's in there.
Yeah, I've got one of me. um well, yeah. Gus doesn't really count because he's a different character.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I've got a Guillermo del Toro that NECA made.
Did they make it? Make it?
Hmm. It's one of the like soft goods
Oh yeah.
ones. Yeah. Yeah, I've got him. I don't know though. That's a good question. I'm positive. I'm positive I have others, and because you asked me, I can't.
On the spot.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I don't know sports or GI Joe. Gus is a character.
Quite the character. Who has been who has been on screen. 100%.
That's true.
Yeah.
See?
He was in what, Mando season 2?
Briefly.
Briefly.
Very
Going up the
briefly.
stairs, right?
Yeah. Spirit.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, well, I haven't even seen the package for your D&D stuff.
So
I haven't been paying that much attention.
Needless to say, I've been super excited about these, and I really like that they went with like the painting style, which was done by Daniel Horn, who is a very prolific like fantasy, sci-fi like book painter and illustrator. But he works with NECA on the TMNT Universal Monsters boxes too. So he painted these, and he also did this actual sculpting for the old Toy Vault Lord of the Rings line, if you remember that from like way back, the ones that were based off the books.
And way back?
Yeah, most of them had soft goods like clothing and whatnot. I believe he did quite a bit of the actual sculpting on that line, but he's a fantastic artist who I think is absolutely perfect for this subject matter. And I kind of like the complementary, mirrored effect of.
That's what I was going to say, because of their dominant hands.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of works that way.
Yeah, it's cool, and like I obviously haven't opened them yet, but these guys are big, like in a good way.
It's big.
It's big. They're big and mean. So I'm very much looking forward to getting into these and whatnot. But at the same time, I'm a little sad because I love both of these a lot, but they're two evil figures, and it's like I need that Strongheart to get here right away so I can like have some fighting going on. It's like I feel like I want going forward a good guy and a bad guy to come out together to keep it balanced, but I'm not going to sit here and complain about the fact that we get two badass looking, evil characters right out of the gate. So
Strongheart comes with just Zarek.
Uh-huh.
Is that the next series?
Yeah, that's series 2, and I'm hoping that we're going to start to get more now that these are starting to be released, although it's been slow. But I'm hoping we're going to get more news about ongoing series and whatnot, because I am ready.
Get it pumping.
Yeah, I feel like at minimum we got to have the vintage LJN lineup, right?
See, I only know what I know from your collection.
They're really cool,
And
but it's interesting because as large as especially Grimm's sword is, man, that vintage line had the standard 3 3/4 figures like this, but then they also had like North Lord and the Ogre Prince, or was it Prince or King, whatever. They were 5 inches. They were bigger figures. So having that realized in this line, if they do them, and I hope that they do, because especially with like North Lord, that's an important character to the vintage line. They're going to be pretty damn big.
North Lord, huh?
North Lord.
Is
Lord.
there a South Lord?
There is not. There could be, though. That sounds like a customizing, because North Lord's like armor's all blue and stuff. Like paint him up red or something to be from the South. Like heat miser and snow miser.
Where did you get Warduke? I got him at, well, yeah, Amok Time.
Yeah, Pabs wants Warduke and Grimsword as well. I left the pre-order for those two still at Big Bad Toy Store, but I had seen that they were available on that site, and then you texted me about it, and I was like, no, I'm waiting for Big Bad Toy Store. And what, it took me 45 seconds to text you back,
You
and I was
texted
like,
right back.
F it, I'm doing it.
Because I got
here in like 2 days. It was amazing.
We've talked about it more than a few times. I recognize Warduke, right? And I had Zarek as a kid. So I was kind of just focusing on Warduke and then really waiting for Zarek for some nostalgia feels. And when I saw that Snake Eater and and Warduke were available as a package deal, I thought, you know what the hell, I might as well. I grab them.
Yeah.
Snake sword, serpent sword.
Well, I mean, obviously, you talk about me with NECA and whatnot, my heart defaults to TMNT, and I love their universal monsters and stuff too. But this is a line that I am like so excited about. And that was even, I didn't collect it as a kid. I came to appreciate the vintage line later, and then the cartoon after that even. But just the designs are, I think they're right in NECA's wheelhouse for style and whatnot. So
what's your vintage collection looking like right now?
I'm up to probably, well, here's the thing. I am up to all of the ones that are semi easy and relatively inexpensive to get, with the exception of Mercian. She was a little bit more expensive, but now I'm left with the expensive guys. Which when I try to rebuild a vintage collection like that, I try to like sprinkle them in, moderately as I'm going along, or occasionally. I didn't do that with this, so now it's probably going to be slow going while I wait for stuff to appear, and then appear at a price that I'm good with.
So getting the NECA, does that make it does it get you more ramped up to finish the vintage, or is that kind of holding back the floodgates a little because you got new product with D&D?
It should be the latter. It really should. But I think it's the former at this point, because I want to be able to have the vintage ones when the new ones come in. And I think I'm probably going to be okay. I know I'm at least okay through the first 2 series. But I think if I was planning the line, the characters that I already have would be included, earlier on. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to just get back to it and be vigilant with it.
Now, Briar, We can't have this. You're either got to be on time or you got to take this serious.
If nothing else, we are punctual around here.
That's right. You're 28 minutes late, but you're only 20 minutes late this actual
and
broadcast.
20 and within the 30 minutes, that is still considered to be fashionably late. So you're fine. You're fine. Time to spare. So do we want to open some stuff?
Yeah, I want to see those. I mean, I got the GI Joes, and I'm like, hey, what you?
So you want to start? You want to start with these?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start with this one just to keep
the build up. The build up. Does Fwoosh equal fashion? Fashionably. When it comes to fashionably late.
All right. So
not so much fashion though. Open.
We're going. And I open these, from the bottom of the box, and I love I know they've been doing it forever, but I love that NECA puts the credits down there on the bottom. So you know who sculpted these guys, who kind of oversees them and whatnot as far as the line goes. So I'm very happy that's still going on. But oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Robo, despite the $24.99 price tag, do you think the X-Men Retro Collection you've reviewed recently is worth said price? As I only want 2 of those figures, and that's what I think that's what it really comes down to. How much do you want them? Because it kind of looks like a bird beak from here. The face.
He's looking up just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, in the package. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, which 2 figures are you wanting? Because the way I got, I got the whole wave. I love X-Men, and I wanted most of those characters. Where is it?
Speaking of which, the Wolverine hit my pile of loot this week.
Wolverine's cool. I don't know if I would have gotten that Wolverine, and this again, it goes back to marketing. Hey, we're offering the whole team. I don't know if I would have got Wolverine. Yeah, if it hadn't have been for all the rest of them.
Yep.
But buying the whole wave, like I already had a long shot. Avalanche is okay, kind of custom foddery, but
Avalanche, really?
Again, it depends on how much you want them.
Avalanche is one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most.
I think I want to change up the helmet a little bit, or the head, or something. I'll spruce it up and put an A on his chest or somewhere.
Yeah,
or the belt, or because how are you going to know who he is without the letter?
Avalanche without the A.
Yeah, I just want Wolverine and Spiral. See those 2 together at the new price for Marvel Legends. Spiral is the winner of the wave.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously she's the star. There's a lot going on there.
Sorry, it's gonna be
you know how it goes. You know what I always say. It's worth as much as it is for you to get it. I don't know if I usually say that because that doesn't sound right. It's only worth as much to you as what you want to pay.
Yeah. And of course I dropped something.
Oh my god.
It was a hand.
A hand. Let's give it to let's hand it. Let's give the boy a hand.
Let's hear it for your baby.
Hear it for my baby.
So, like most NECA Ultimate Edition figures, he obviously comes with, a good amount of stuff. What he's got one, two. He's got 4 sets of hands. So, aside from the standard ones, which are on the figure as opened, I think he's got all the ones that he needs to grip and hold the weapons just fine. The articulation feels nice and tight, but it's not like scary like when you're kind of first breaking it loose. Everything seems to move.
Do the nicely. Hands have a snake motif to them too, or is it kind of are they like little serpents?
They are not.
Oh, It's armor, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's armor.
That's okay. That
It's
works.
armor. But I will tell you that the serpentine shield,
Ooh,
which is, pretty thick,
damn.
the straps on the back are nice and pliable, so it's not like, you're gonna get him to hold the shield and have to like
Now,
scrape some paint off going up the arm.
is that a solid chunk of plastic, or is that like hollow somehow?
Um, the maybe a little bit of the snake head is hollow, but it's for the most part, it's pretty solid.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's got some good weight to it. And then his
that's a heavy
amazing
scary
like
kite.
yeah. Yeah. his snake kite. But then the cobra flail, which hey, he's Cobra. So this kind of goes with the Joe theme. And then he's got this ginormous sword, which it's cool to get these accessories because, admittedly, my vintage Grim sword, I don't have any of his accessories to go with it.
Ooh,
So if you're talking about, G1 versus Generation 2 on these guys, um, it's pretty massive.
it's a fairly straight across translation too, huh?
Yeah, and it's NECA's done a couple of lines where they've uh like gargoyles, they've made them more like realistic looking.
Mhm.
But this is definitely pretty well across. I would say that things like armor and maybe tone and washes, they've gone a little bit more realistic. Like Warduke
Right.
is a spoiler alert. All the yellow from the vintage figure has gone to gold or like a brassy, a washed brassy color, which is fine. But to your point, they've kept the spirit of the form and the design all very much in line with the vintage figure.
Dan says you can safely rotate his helmet horns too.
Yes, yes, he was. He came in the package with them pointed down, but the if you're vintage figure styling it, they're pretty much
Oh,
straightforward.
is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I kind of, for display purposes, I would probably myself have them slightly pointed down so that you can actually see them a little bit better. But correct to your point is straight across, and actually, yeah, it's pretty much straight. But he's got those NECA, I think those NECA double elbows that are like, the sectioned double elbows, which
With that much
actually,
stuff?
yeah, it actually works well here. I don't like them on like bare arms, but for this chainmail and whatnot, and the design of like the elbow spike armor thing, it it actually helps give it more range of motion, range of movement with those. I think that way.
Now, is there an overlay around the elbow too? Is that what's in front of it, or is
The,
that part of the sculpt?
the front is it's a softer like overlay piece that is separate. Yes. Yeah.
What do y'all
So
do with all the accessories? I'm drowning in them over here. I've been putting all of mine in Ziplocs, but I'm about to have to buy a cabinet, a storage cabinet of some kind to separate out the imports, the legends, the Star Wars, just to keep. Because I go back to get accessories and it's like, shit, I got to dig in this tub of.
yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, and I've tried to keep a lot of like my primary lines like separated out and whatnot. And I thought like regular guys with garages that have like nails and things like that, the little pull out. I thought, oh, that's cool. I'll get that, and I even got them, labeled for the most part. But you run out of room fast for any, ongoing line.
I think we were all in. Was that in Columbus? Was that at PowerCon when we found the? Were we looking at the? Well, you
The
have
card,
some upstairs, don't you? The
yeah, the card catalog,
the
yeah.
card catalog.
If I were to try to do something like that to the refurbished card catalog upstairs, I think I'd probably get a stern talking to about
Oh, but it's hidden away. It's like
it. I
it's like
know.
you can leave it where it is. Just
I
fill it
know.
full of toys.
All the hardware is even still inside of there for like the, you know,
Yeah.
for the cards to hold in place. Yeah, it was kind of a cool piece. But man, the only
See,
thing with this guy is that he seems so like iconic with the sword, but how do I not display him with the flail? Oh, this is going to be tough.
plus it kind of changes it up from Duke.
Yeah, the just the compliment to Warduke. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, if I'm going to start, looks like my sword's got a little.
I noticed that a minute ago. Hold on.
In it, so yeah,
Got some got a little chip in it.
Yeah. So, but overall, this is a big boy, and I am liking what I'm dealing with so far here. And the little snake tail loop, which that's a callback to the vintage figure, holds the.
Well, that right there. I mean, if you can put the sword there, I'd definitely put the flail in his hand.
Yeah, that's kind of what
That's
I was
storing
thinking.
all the weapons.
Yep, that's kind of what I was thinking would be how we're going to end up going, because I do like the. I mean, the armor. The armor is ridiculous. It's wonderfully ridiculous in that it's like it looks like a snake is wrapped around him. So if they're going to do that from the design,
yeah,
on the armor, it's like, why do you not just like keep the whole thing going?
it looks like it just continues on, just all the way across.
Well, and it's crazy because the tongue of the snake extends all the way up to like the edge of this crazy shoulder armor over here. So it's a fun design.
I think you've convinced me. Plus, yeah, like I said, changes it up a little bit.
Yeah. It's like this guy to me is like the mountain in Game of Thrones after he's like become zombified, and it's like he doesn't talk, he just like crashes through and kills everybody, and that's kind of it.
Appreciate that, Blake.
Yeah. So yes, first one out of the box.
That's a big. He's large.
He's large, yeah. Because here's there's Hank with him. So
Grimsword versus Hank.
Yeah, but
Hank.
I don't know. That doesn't seem too bad to me because this guy's supposed to be friggin' huge, right?
Yeah, if we're talking like if he showed up, did he show up in the cartoon?
No, I don't think so. Warduke did, but I don't think he did.
Yeah, I don't mind that size too much. Stylistically, though.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Right. Which is why I wouldn't object to getting a Warduke in the animated line either. and it would be fun to have the kids like realistic up like NECA did in a line like this too. That would be interesting.
Right.
So yeah, Grimsword is very excellent. He's got forward facing rocker ankles too, so he'll be able to support him hit his own weight definitely in posing. So I'm going to take some pictures of this guy like to put up on the front page or something like that. So
and looking at it, even if you didn't, I mean, of course it's easy to say when it's kind of from the 80s in there, or from the 80s, but even looking at it, the design work and stuff, it's so 80s. It's so, hey,
it's so delightfully 80s.
Yeah. Hey, this guy likes snakes.
it's when a theme when like a project director says the theme of this character is a snake, the designer understands the assignment, right?
Yeah.
But he seems solid as far as balance and whatnot too. So I think he's going to be good.
But he's part of a pair. How's he look as a pair? Hey, he looks okay. He looks pretty good by himself, but
yeah. But is this the one people were waiting for? This one?
Who's that?
This guy?
The Duke. The Duke.
The Duke.
Well, Pilgrim.
I don't know. He looks pretty good in the package. I don't know. Should I keep him that way?
Yeah, just toss it. Toss it in the pile. I picked up some of these. I picked up a couple of these the other day for my paintbrushes and stuff. I've got bigger ones for accessories, but they fill up so fast. It's like if you want to keep everything separated, you got to keep them separated. It just kind of
and it never works out for every single one because it's like you want to have that separation, but then there are bins that it's like, oh, there's only 2 things and a lot of open space here, while this one over here is like getting ready to blow.
Right. Warduke. Happy Thanksgiving, Pilgrim.
There he is. So, all right, let's get this guy open. And much like Grimsword, his shield is in like a little backer bubbly thing behind the main blister.
The evil Warduke and Grimsword carry out their plot to steal all paint and sculpt detail from our heroic party. Will they succeed? Find out Saturday morning. Or watch half an episode on the Bozo Show on WGN.
Is that how you were fed D&D?
Do what?
Was that how you were fed D&D?
No, I don't think D&D was on there. I think it was just Transformers and G.I. Joe that I remember the most from that. See, that shield is insane. You can jump on that shit and sled down a hill. Just
Yep. And it is just it's a nice, more just, more detailed, more current,
more modernized slightly, but very recognizable.
Yeah, it's very complimentary and true to the original design. So
it gets me how deep it is. I think that's it's so punch bowly,
so deep. I won't finish that lyric, but if you know it, that's good.
No snakes, 0 out of 10.
Yeah, sorry. He's covered in war and dukes.
Is that somebody doing Don Knotts yelling out for Warduke?
Warduke!
Warduke!
Andy!
War Dawn. The shield alone is worth the price. Yeah, I don't know. My eye goes straight to there.
It's crazy. It's crazy when an action figure can achieve, or a character design in general can achieve like one piece that is like instantly iconic. But Warduke is really 2 between the shield and his helmet. It's like you just know him.
Yeah. I always wanted to play Bozo's Grand Prize game. And watching that as a kid, when I was a kid, it was like these dumb kids, they can't get that ping pong ball in those metal pails. But as an adult, now that I know that
was just totally convex down at the bottom.
Yeah, ain't happening.
There's the sword, which as I said, let me grab this vintage one. The yellow of the vintage has, been replaced by
gold,
a very washed gold. And the handle grip is actually, it looks leather now, and the red jewel embellishment or whatever in there has been brought out instead of just being a solid color. So again, that's another piece of design that has been updated, but in a faithful and I think respectful way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
updated.
He also comes with some, I assume, new accessories, a couple of daggers, knives, and it looks like he's got spots for both of these to keep them handy. So that's cool. And I would be remiss not to mention I think this is a really cool edition, but man, I'm kind of afraid to slip that on there after Grimsword's. Yeah.
They spit on.
Stop that.
Bozo taught us all beer pong. How about that comment? No, with the what I go back to is the chip on the other sword.
Yeah.
I think, maybe some heat on that
I will put this on the sword, but maybe not today during this, because I think I'm with you. I would want to heat that up first. So
Yeah,
maybe a word of caution, or just, know what you're looking at here before you just go and do it.
because once you put the fire on there, you think you're going to keep it on there? Yeah, is that a permanent fixture?
I don't know. It's awfully cool, but it's like, for me, Warduke and Strongheart need to be crossing swords like all the time, and this is more of a painting,
Yeah,
pose type of thing
yeah.
going on. So it's a cool inclusion, for sure. I don't know if I'd keep it on there full time.
The Warduke and Mr. Chicken.
Mr. Chicken.
Gotta
All right.
heat that flame up effect up.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Dan's already played with his. Damn it.
yeah.
Break out the
So
shock
yeah.
roll.
First word of caution is that remember that spike ore that I grabbed you at PowerCon?
And yeah, you threw at me. Yeah,
These are very reminiscent of that, in which
really.
they're pretty sharp, which is nice, I think, because nobody wants a Warduke with blunted armor, right?
How's that mess with playability though? Get some poses. See.
Ouch. Head moves pretty well. Now, of course, a piece of design of Warduke's, outfit and design or whatever, is that he's just got an armored arm that kind of goes to nowhere, and that's the way that it was on the vintage figure and whatnot. I guess maybe it can be a part of this pauldron up here, but that's definitely the same on this figure, because I don't know how else they would represent that.
Yeah, because maybe it's supposed to be a shirt that hangs across his shoulders, but doesn't show up anywhere. Well, I guess he's naked on the other side, huh?
Yeah, yeah, and it's like he's got one-legged pants too. So,
Which gets us down to my big thing since we first saw the pictures. What's that right knee look like?
the right knee has been changed. It is not on the side as it
Mhm.
was
Oh,
before,
yeah,
but look what they did with it.
pointing down.
Yep, pointing down.
That's
So
that's that's been a point of conversation for how many years now?
we're going on almost decades now, but yeah. So it's single knee, single elbows, of course, too. But the down point on the knee actually helps to not break it up if, like, you've got him running or something, which he would only be running towards something, not away from something,
Hell
because it's
no.
Warduke.
Now, okay, that's interesting. They gave him hinge and swivels, but doubles on Grimsword.
Yeah. And so two things on that. I think it's easier to hide the doubles on Grimsword, but also let me check my reference just again real quick. I believe, yes, the sculpting was done by two different sculptors at NECA, so that may be part of it as well.
Okay, that's interesting that they get to. Well, I mean, if they're doing the sculpt, I get integrate the
But
articulation.
maybe
to their
it
liking.
just depends. Maybe it just depends on the character as far as that goes. Yeah, but okay. So the long dagger goes in the sheath that is being held on by the gold chain, which is an actual chain
Holy moly! Yeah.
on that side, and then the smaller curved dagger goes over on this side in the sheath that is just affixed to the side, kind of, I don't know, normally.
To the right. Okay.
Yeah. And then he is opposite armed of Grimsword. And let me see. Oh yeah, his hand, his grippy hand here. I may have to. Well, no, it's okay. I thought maybe I'd have to heat that up to get him to hold the bar behind on the back side of the shield, but it actually is soft enough that you can move it. So
It's some flexy.
Yeah, but I'm going to, often as I do with these, is pop the hand off, grip it, and then slide the arm back through and repeg.
I think they avoid. Yeah, that makes sense too. Using doubles on exposed skin, or else you end up looking like April O'Neil's weird niece. I just learned how to read. Okay, shut up.
But while Grim Sword can, give you a quandary of which weapon to wield, if you're going for the shield, Warduke is not like that. He has his sword, of course,
Yeah.
and his shield, and this is awfully cool, my dudes.
So what you really end up with extra is just hands, right? That's
hands and the flaming effect.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep. But he comes with a different grip for his exposed his non-armored hand. I guess we'll say that.
In case you want a dagger, hold a dagger. Oh
yeah, probably so. Pointy, so come get some. And then a more open hand for his armored hand, which looks like that looks like a choker, like a
yeah,
neck choking.
It does kind of like and my mitts.
Yeah, or like crunk type of thing. But he's got the sheath on the back in case you would want to sheathe the sword, which I appreciate. But in my head, Warduke does not sheath his sword.
He's holding it all the time.
Yeah, he's holding it all the time. And I gotta say, I think I love this a lot.
Okay, Brody said the sculptors all individually implement the articulation.
Ah, right on.
Interesting.
That's cool. And it works because I think this scheme works for Warduke. The doubles work for Grimsword, and the year is young, but as of now, Warduke is the figure to beat for me.
Now, can you get Warduke on a horse? The legs may do it, but what's that hang down?
It's very soft, and that was one of the things that I was like planning to make sure that I had ready to go. And guess what I forgot? So if you'll excuse me, I am going to go get the Mythic Legion's horse that came with the Headless Horseman, because I think from a scale proportion standpoint, that's probably going to work the best.
Oh, I'm back. Had to get my lunch. What'd you get for lunch? Wait, are we going to get into that discussion? Because I am a little hungry. Duke of War. Got Alf yesterday, and he is damn near perfect. I saw pictures. It looks pretty good. Robo verbs. I love it.
All right. So the Mythic Legion's Headless Horseman horse, which is pretty much their standard horse.
I've been looking at a lot of art on Warduke, trying to figure out if he's left or right-handed with no consensus. I feel like his armored side should be forward for defense, right side for attack. Hold on. But he's got this big old shield. Why would he wear the... No. Yeah. A lot of defense. Swing, 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 swing. With no chainmail holding you back or something.
So he sits pretty well, but
does he pop up a little bit?
It pops up, and I don't think that. Well, maybe. Now,
actually, is that a crotch problem or a saddle problem? How deep is that saddle?
Yeah, it may be more of a saddle, like because the saddle, to your point, it's pretty deep.
Yeah, see how? I mean, it's not a horn, but that sticks up way big.
And if you look at now that I look at this, it's like there's a chunk cut out of the horse's back to be able to facilitate this, because the dip goes below where like the horse's back would be on there. So yeah, it may some of that, because it will lay out completely flat. It's soft enough to do that, but because of the dip in the saddle, it has made it so it's kind of a struggle to get him to sit all the way down in it. But I think if you had a different saddle or maybe even a different horse, you could get it pretty convincingly.
Is that size right? Or does that horse look small?
These guys are pretty good size. I mean, I would say next to a standard Mythic Legions figure, because Mythic Legions, they're chunky, but they are pretty much 112 scale, and these guys are definitely 110, I would say. I mean, it's a NECA Ultimate Edition figure. That's the scale that they go for,
right,
in that line. So, yeah, it may be a little small for him.
Man, I can't think of a bit. Well,
the McFarlane Batman horse would be the one that maybe.
Oh shit! I've never seen. Well, have I? Have I seen that compared to a Mythic Legions horse? Is that bigger?
I assume that it's bigger. I've never seen it. I don't have it. If I were to get it, this would be the thing that would get me to get it. So, is that something that you have to build?
I think there's two. I think there's. It's a Build-A-Figure with the Dark Knight Returns figures, which were on sale just a month or so back, and now I think they're gone. But I think there's a horse with the Witcher. I think it's the same size horse.
Is it? Okay.
With a 2-pack with Witcher, maybe. Or I think there's a horse. It's brown though. The one that comes with the cowboy spawn.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's got some side cheeks showing on his pantsless leg.
Oh, maybe just a little.
Wasn't How Deep Is Your Saddle a Bee Gees song? Well, you can tell by the way I ride my horse. Is that a crotch problem? That's a legitimate question.
But
the Witcher's thinner. Gotcha. McFarlane horse ain't bigger.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
And with a gunslinger spawn.
Well, that said, it does seem small, but it may be within the margin of error that unless you're like really looking at it, it wouldn't. Right. Yeah. But these two figures are enough to convince me that I was very hopeful for this line, that it would be good. And it is. And I really, really, really like both of these figures an awful lot. They're like I said, there are some, little nitpicky things here and there. Warduke's head doesn't go back and forth, especially to the left as well, because of the, shoulder armor. But, that's a costume
physics
design thing. Yeah, more than anything. But this, I mean, this is the Warduke figure that I've been wanting forever. And I've had the vintage, which I love. I have the Mythic Legions tribute figure that is the riff off the Warduke design. But I mean, this is it. This is it right here, for sure. And I like the approach that NECA is taking with this and giving it just the slightest bit push of realism or I don't know, like dirtying them up or what, just a little bit, because it feels authentic to the designs and the characters. And I cannot wait for all of them. And I will be very sad if we don't get at least the whole vintage lineup now in this.
Okay. That was my next question. Are you going to be happy if they stop at Zarek?
Nope.
And Bright Sword?
No.
I cannot remember his name.
Strongheart.
Strongheart.
which that's a fine name, but it was also the name of a cheap dog food I remember in the 80s. So it's like I
Right
kind of
sword.
think of that
Yeah.
at the same time. But Zarek and Strongheart, yes, but I mean Elkhorn, Paralay or Melf, just depending on your take on that. Ringle
Milk.
Run and Kellic, those guys need to be done.
Am I gonna have to Google this shit? Because that's I've
There's
looked at your figures, but I cannot keep them straight, except for Zarek.
Ringle Rung is the good wizard and Kellic is the evil one. So it's kind of a white robe versus a black robe, so it's easy to tell. Elkhorn is the dwarf, which you would know him the second that you saw him.
Right.
And Melf or Paralay is the little elf guy too. I mean, yeah. It was male elf that they ended up calling it Melf, but the name was supposed to be Paralay.
Where are we going here? Where are we going?
There's a site out there that is a very good visual reference for all of the vintage figures for D&D. And when I say I would want them to complete the vintage lineup, that includes the 4 figures, or well, at least 3 of the 4, since one of them was a different Kellic. 4 figures that were never made, but NECA made for Comic-Con last summer in the vintage style and scale. We need those too.
Do. I figured I don't know if this is the site you were talking about, but
here's this too. I forgot I did that with Grimm's sword. Hank and the Duke.
Okay, so he's not raise up just a little bit. Raise up right there. He's not as it's hard to imagine. I need to get him side by side.
I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll open Venger and see how he compares as far as that goes.
Strongheart sounds like a Care Bear. In fact, wait, I can't remember. Was it the lion? What was the lion's? Was that Lionheart? Was it something like that?
Which that sounds like a knight.
Yeah. Let's see. Beaumark. Oh, come on. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's a cool knight.
Is that 2 lions with 1 head? Is that what this is?
Kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're kind of merging together. 2 bodies.
He's another one where I have the cape, but I don't have any of his accessories.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How about Deeth?
Deeth is cool.
Deeth is just another knight. So really, if it came down to it, started looking at other Dungeons and Dragons characters in this line, even if you're not into it, it's a bunch of cool looking knights.
Yeah.
Braveheart line. Braveheart. There you go.
Strongheart is like the classic, paladin knight, right?
Paladin knight, yeah.
Paladin knight, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's got that nice 80s mustache and everything. So, and the NECA figure looks amazing. We saw him at Comic-Con.
Don't mistype Dungeons and Dragons MILF. Let's see. Drex. Oh, he looks tough. He looks like a good Grim sword counterpart.
Yeah.
Is that a bunch more snakes crawling out of a skull on a Star Trek logo shield?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. That sword's funky too. You know what? I thought you were eating chips. I was looking over here and I thought, what the hell? Doritos on the air? Really?
Well, D and Doritos.
Okay, Elkhorn's badass.
Yeah. See, like I said, he definitely needs to be there. He and we'll say Paralay. I think of as being very iconic, and Mercion would be cool too to get a female in the line.
Oh, that's less space to stuff articulation into though.
Yeah.
He's got a big sled shield too. Oh, what's a Battle-matic?
That's the action feature.
Oh, okay. Who's this Grimsword guy? Oh, he'd be cool. Is he have, you like yellow to his eyes right there? Is that what that is?
Yeah. It's here.
Yeah.
It's there. They got it on the figure for sure.
Nice.
It's not as it's more muted, and the yellow's not as much, but it's definitely there.
Oh, Alexander, appreciate it. Love the live streams. You guys getting some Mythic Legions Necronominus figures.
Yes,
I said that.
I
said
did.
it right the first time.
I did order some of those.
Ogre-sized knights are pretty epic looking. Thanks, gentlemen. No, as much as I talk a big game, once it comes to actually ordering, I'm like, do I actually need the? Oh, I don't need it.
Okay, I'm not going to move Venger around yet because he hasn't. But look at that.
Oh, wait a second. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You can't. Avengers. Okay, you haven't moved him at all, right?
Right.
Stand him up. Put him on your desk. Does
Okay.
it stand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It goes straight to it. That's my favorite feature. Oh.
Yes,
Bam.
he does.
Bam.
Yep. But,
Food talk time. No, guys gotta eat.
Let me like do this.
Maybe you got Takis? Come on, man.
Correctly. Okay. There they are, actually standing on a.
Oh, so Venger's taller.
Yeah. So,
man.
I feel like these can all, I mean, stylistic differences aside, these can all kind of play in the same space if you want them to.
Roll for nacho cheese flavoring. This is an awesome site. I think I've looked up mask figures on this site before.
Yeah.
So Transformers Land has a bunch of different. Hockler.
Hockler's cool. He's kind of like a D&D Rambo looking dude.
he's what's She-Ra's archer?
Bo. Yeah.
I couldn't remember Bo.
Bo.
And the Hawk's name's Arrow. Whatever. It was the 80s. I'd take. Okay, I haven't seen one I would turn down yet. This is the one I remember from the back of comic books for the ads for D&D.
Yes, and that's
the one they redid.
Kellic, the evil wizard, and then Ringle Run is his heroic counterpart.
Does he look the same?
He's in white.
Of course he's in white.
Yeah.
What about Mandoom?
Mandoom is one of those that goes for big bucks, or bigger bucks.
Does that shoot out of the shield or something?
Yeah. Some of them, it was like spring loaded in their arm, and you push it back, and it will.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. See yeah. There's a port there. Yep.
Is there translucent plastic on the helmet?
I don't have that one, so I don't know. It kind of looks like it though, right?
Yeah. Huh. Is that a hammer with a guard and everything?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. You need to look at Mercion as well. That's the female cleric. She's very much like iconic.
Wait, she's after Melf. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going in order here.
And he's little.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's elfish.
He's like little elf. Yeah. It's like not Tolkien elf. He's a little elf guy.
Okay, I'd take that. Mercion. Is that the one you were? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the yellow tunic goes over her, and then she's got the white hooded cape too.
But she's a full-on armored character.
Yeah. Yeah, she's cool.
Huh. Metaflame, no picture. North Lord. Okay, that's who you were talking about a minute ago.
Yeah, and he's tall.
He's in Fwoosh blue.
Yeah, he's tall. He's one of the 5-inch figures.
From the
So, like I said, those guys would be ginormous in this line. Not saying that's a bad thing, but
no,
they would be big.
Ogre King kind of takes on that. Oh, okay.
And he's another North Lord scale figure.
Oh, so they fought?
Yeah, they're big. They're big, and there's like young male Titan, which that's what they called the figure, young male Titan,
Young male Titan.
and he's a big one too.
Dorklair, what's happening? Was that wizard wearing Daisy Dukes?
You darn right. Underneath those robes.
That's right. Let's see. Get to Ringo Run.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I don't remember him. He wasn't featured as much, right? He wasn't.
I think Kellic is more, and Kellic showed up in the Kellic, Strongheart, and Warduke, if I'm not mistaken, were the three that showed up in the cartoon. I think.
And Strongheart's oh man, another mustache guy. I gotta get him right.
It's the 80s, man.
local little Melts are in your area. Let the magic flow. From the makers of Single Female Lawyer, Young Male Titan.
Young male Titan. But, you know, they're cool designs, and their design, all of them lend themselves to just kind of being blown out by NECA, you know? Because if you take, because I mean, you can imagine, you take that design of Warduke and you come to this with him, then you know the other ones are going to just be crazy.
I've never noticed that it's just a flat cutoff.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I haven't even looked that close at the NECA. How do they? Is it like a helmet over a blank head? Is there a chin in there?
No.
It's just a flat piece?
Yeah. I'm not going to go. Yeah, it's just flat.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, I got nothing. I don't remember this figure.
But that's the thing. It is, and I love it. I love the 3 3/4 original looking exactly like it does. I love this update looking like it does too. Now, if NECA were to go back to the well and do like a repaint of that figure that is, you know, adds the yellow back and everything, it'd be hard to pass that up too. But I like the approach that they took here.
See, this is my guy right here.
Yeah.
I had Zarek, but I didn't know it was Dungeons and Dragons. He'd run around with my masters.
He shows up in everybody's collection in something else, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
And he's like the opposite of the Melf figure in that Melf is much smaller than you think that he is, and Zarek is actually larger to me than what you think he would be. Just looking at this picture, you'd think he's just like this little, like, you know, creeping around the corner guy. You know, it's like, I'm gonna steal your gold.
I see. Yeah, he was the little guy that ran around Castle Grayskull. Just What's this Morse code running around his collar?
I don't know. Do you read Morse code? Do you know?
Nope. Nope. Of course, it looks just like dash dot dash dot dash dot dash dot. But Zarek, yeah, he was the one I'm excited about the most with the NECA line. But now that I have it's in the mail, like, I gotta get in the post office.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this was a big figure too.
I don't know.
Zorgar.
I don't think so. Maybe we'd have to go to the experts here.
It doesn't have a size.
Does it say
no, it just says. Well, there was a Battle-matic.
Yeah, that's action feature. Yeah, that's just action feature.
Ooh, the Deadly Grail, the 5-headed Hydra.
Well, and that's the thing. They made like slug figures and little figures that didn't articulate and whatnot that were D&D, and I gotta be honest with you, the monsters and stuff from those are freaking awesome too.
Yeah,
I would love to see them brought in to work with these figures. That would be great.
regular sized.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so.
I love a petite MILF. I'll see my way out. Get out of here.
I didn't name it.
What did I just see? Oh, Melvin. Melvin the MILF. Melfin. Oh, yeah, there you go.
But yeah, if you like
Large bird talon monster.
there's all kinds of them, and the living flame one that's real iconic that, you know, if you saw him you would know. Yeah, right there. Right.
Ooh.
Second line all the way. Yep, him.
This one's
He's
a
another
badass.
one that even if you didn't know what it was, you kind of know that dude.
No, I don't remember this, but that looks badass.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Well, look at that. What's Bugbear? What is going on here? And why is he attacking a Gamorrean guard?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, so these were just the little statue things like right above. See, this is how I remember Kellic. Pow.
Yeah. Yep. So, you know, you got to have that figure in this line.
Minotaur of the... Man, just give us a Minotaur. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sinister Spectre and... Ooh, it's Witch.
I mean, they could go pretty deep. And like I said, even if like the name recognition as D&D figures wouldn't really be, you know, prevailing. I mean, some of these, like you said, we've talked about Mythic Legions or just fantasy lines in general. These would go seamlessly into, I think, a lot of different lines.
Yeah.
Different characters. So, yeah.
I mean, really, at base level, it's knights and barbarians and monsters.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And melfs, male elves.
See, I wasn't the only Arkansan to do Zarek and the Motu.
No, I think that is great. That's something that's like an unlooked for achievement of an action figure where it goes well beyond what it actually is, and it's like in a million different toy boxes and used in a ton of different ways, you know.
Oh man, look at this. There's so many we could go through on a live stream. Look at all these. I want to look at all of them.
Yeah.
Cops and crooks.
Dang.
Ooh. Well, okay. The big one, I guess it's masks. Mask, cops.
I like the masks line.
I like the masks lines. A whole lot of Transformers, though. Of course, it's transformersland.com.
Yeah. But
Visionaries.
These are fantastic, and I want to. I'm going to get real greedy. It's just I want all of them, and I want it now.
I want an Oompa Loompa. I want a Zarek, and I want it now.
Give me my Melf, Daddy.
Does the Dritz figure from Hasbro go with Warduke? Oh, it's going to be. It's going to be about the same size, right? That goes about 6 inches.
Yeah, hold on.
So, we need an Adventure People style deep dive into D&D. Target is trying to cancel my Pat Minotaur. Shut up. I caught that in the middle of reading this one. Target is trying to cancel my pre-order for him. Did I miss something? Are we talking about the G.I. Joes? If Storm Collectibles can do obscure golden axe figures, NECA can do it with D&D.
Heck yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, that's where I am, Michael. It's just like, okay, hold on. Patow.
I guess maybe that would be about the height that Parallel or Melf would be, maybe a little shorter. So I don't know. I guess maybe that could work. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Because he's an elf, right? Or some kind of elf?
Do you think is it dark elf or something like that?
Something like that. I typically, think of, Tolkien elves as being just as tall, if not taller, than humans, but there's definitely many corners of fantasy where they're smaller. So yeah.
And if you go by the figures,
Mm-hmm.
you think NECA would do that small and then that big?
I mean, I think
guess
that's my thing is that if a company is able to play in the sandbox of lots of different sizes for a single line, that's a real plus. So I think it'd be cool. I wish that I've got I've recently cleared new space for Mythic Legions, where they're finally going to land because they have been in and out of the collection space so many times. I wish I had the bin right here so I could get in there and get the Mythic Legions Warduke tribute figure, which I do have, but I'll take a picture of them together because I don't want to go looking for it.
Go digging right now. Go get it.
Yeah. But I am very, 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 very happy with this as the start to a new line. And if I love the animated kids, and I know that line's kind of got its things. So I'm glad that I can collect both of them. But I would say if you're only going to jump into one D&D line,
you know what?
Do it.
How crazy is the timing on this, though?
I know.
I mean,
well, that's the thing. Venger arrived at the same exact time by the same exact delivery person as Warduke and Grimsword. It's crazy.
Now Warduke and Grimsword aren't seeing mass release. We had to go through one store, and it seems to be a slow trickle at this point. But I just found the other D&D stuff last weekend at Target. I mean, and after NECA has pushed these back, did they push it back for a reason?
Makes you wonder. Is this the 40th that Hasbro is celebrating, right? I mean, maybe they wanted to push it back for a deluge of product that's all D&D across, different partners and whatnot, all at the same time. So I'm actually hoping that's the reason that we haven't gotten these as quickly as we thought that we initially would, and we've only seen one series past this. And I'm hoping that now it'll start moving.
I bet if Silverblade and Zarek, if they show up within the next month or two, that's going to seem kind of, oh well, have they been holding on to this stuff?
Yeah.
Prophet, I'm going to be on Out of the Basement next week, hanging out, talking Star Wars. But next week. I'm glad you reminded me. I can't keep my week straight anymore.
Everybody's keeping your calendar for you.
That Mythic Legions Warduke tribute is pricey.
Yeah, that's one I'm definitely glad that I have.
You just have to heat stuff up. You have to be careful with the.
I'll admit, when I got Hank and Diana, I did not heat them up first. And immediately I was like, ooh, I'm going to have to be careful with this. But then when Bobby arrived, I gave all of them a hot water bath. And that seemed to solve the being scared of moving them issue. Now, range of movement and stuff like that is another animal. But like I said, I'm not moving him until he soaks for a bit.
The arms are, I mean, you're not going to move the legs.
The elbows
much anyway.
already. The elbows scare me just looking at them.
Yeah. Let's see. Just got the Mezco Victorian pack, accessories for Batman Gaslight. It's pretty good. I didn't get that, but I have the Gotham by Gaslight Batman on pre-order.
I've got one of my Mezco pre-orders is actually getting ready to ship to the Conan. Yeah.
I don't think I didn't get that one. And I saw somebody ask earlier about Death Dealer. I didn't get him either.
I got Death Dealer. He's awesome. He's
Yeah.
great. He was top 5 for me last year for sure.
The only Mezco that's on my list right now is Mr. Crow. Mr.
Yeah.
Crow.
Did you get the first Conan?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I wanted a Conan.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
and it looks good.
That's why I was asking, because I was like, oh man, if you didn't get one and I already have the standard one, I may like get this new one and then send it to you, because you have to have at least one.
Yeah. I'm happy with the one I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up in the display.
Yeah. Are you getting any of the D&D movie figures?
I wasn't planning on it, but we'll see what happens if they're just
Kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. I'm interested in seeing the movie because it's my anything with a team of special, each one does their own thing. I'm a sucker for. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes after I see the movie.
Which is why you like these, because everybody is a specialist.
G.I. Joe. I'm gonna open this. I haven't opened a G.I. Joe in a few months.
Oh,
and I keep threatening a play day of a bunch of G.I. Joes.
Well, that's what I said. You should open these new ones, and then we just need to do a full-blown Joe conversation live stream, and you can open stuff as we go along, so you can
just go crazy with it.
Yeah,
because I got Serpentor, I got Slaughter, I have Mindbender.
Well, that's the thing. I've been meaning to send Pabs a box for like 2 months, and it's like, oh, well, this Joe's coming, it'll be here this week, I'll wait for that. And then it happens again, and then it happens again, and it's been going on for, like I said, a couple of months now.
Oh, any day now it'll be ready to go, and then the box is going to be so big that it's going to be terrible.
So, are you opening Bazooka?
I'm going to open Bazooka.
Okay, I'm going to let you talk about him, but I'm going to open mine at the same time because I've been waiting for this.
Why do I always forget how to open these things? I think the top's the best on these.
I can open him because Matt K is doing the front page feature on this week. So those pictures are going to be badass.
I didn't film this. Of course, I've been talking about, I've been quite kind of tweaking the review videos for time and this and that. May not focus so much on packaging anymore.
Yeah.
Mostly because I like opening it and oops, I tore package.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, that's the thing about Hasbro stuff generally, though, is that you can get it all back in pretty easily.
Yeah, that's true. He's got a big. This reminds me of. Was it Mark II Designs that I got a rocket launcher rig for the Viper? No.
The Bat?
One of the Cobra troops. A Bat.
The Bat's got the backpack like that, yeah.
Yeah, the Bat. It has these rockets that load into it. Aren't they going to make Bazooka with the original color red? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They've shown the render of it already. You can find it.
Oh, have they shown it?
Yeah, he should be out this year.
I'm going to hold this right in front of the microphone.
Sorry. Everyone with sleeping babies and whatnot. We're not helping.
Yeah, I can't keep track. I just know that, it just makes sense to have the store exclusive version be the oddball paint job, even though I like the Battle Cat camo.
Yeah.
But
this was the right way to go. And then
have the regular and the standard wave.
I mean, that's the thing about this line is that I think people have already almost kind of forgotten about it, that they did some serious, I don't want to say course correction, but just adjustment in like style and how they were going about the exclusives. They did that on the fly, and it happened pretty fast. They actually did a really good job of like taking feedback and then going with it.
Oh no, that's interesting. That's an overlay. Is it?
What?
It's the sleeve.
I think it is, and it's just like really well done. Yeah, it's an overlay. Because
for the Joe's Robo hasn't opened is a good idea. It's going to be a long live stream. Okay, what are we doing with the hips here?
They're droppies.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna need some. I don't like it.
gonna need some shock oil, but he doesn't seem like quite as bad as some of them.
He looks tough.
Have you put the helmet on yet?
No.
Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it then.
Oh man, it fits too good.
Yeah,
For what I was wanting to do,
it
huh?
goes all the way down.
Yeah, it pops. They've done such a good job. Of course, there's not a lot of long-haired Joes to put hats on and stuff,
Yeah.
that male. I like how they did the swap out for Jay.
Yeah.
But putting a helmet, it doesn't look oddball. It's not sticking up.
Mm-mm. It doesn't look
It
too
looks like
big.
he's wearing it, and
Yeah.
then he's got a pretty close cut haircut, I guess. I'm still wondering, have they said something or have we asked and I forgot or something about why they went to that torso joint for this character? Because it seems like the
Is he rock and roll?
huh?
Is he rock and roll?
Are they
I
using the
wonder.
same?
I mean, I know we don't have rock and roll yet, but the lines on it
I
and
can't even
stuff.
remember.
Because rock and roll's got short sleeves as well, right?
It's been a while since I've seen that. My thoughts been, since we've seen this though, my thoughts always been, if they had put the ab crunch, the lines would have come up right on the sides of the 4 and the 1.
Yeah, you're right.
But there may be a reason.
And you can, I think you can adjust him pretty well to get it to.
Oh yeah. It's not a big problem. Well, I don't know. Does it move as much as a regular? Oh, I guess with the bottom. Of course, and this isn't making an excuse. If you're this jacked, are you doing a lot of? I wouldn't know. I'm not this jacked. Does that get it? Do muscles get in the way? It doesn't distort too much. Yeah, that's not a big deal. It's just when things change like that with a toy line, it makes you think, wait, why? What are the reasons behind this? What purpose does it serve?
What porpoise? Yes.
Porpoise. Okay, I'm seeing something I do not like right off the bat. What's with the left
What?
leg? Is yours like that?
Like askew?
Do you see it? It gets to the boot and it kicks out. Kicks out weird. Well, maybe the right does it. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the
Have
wrong
you
leg. I
twisted
was
the
like,
spot?
oh, maybe it's not so bad.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Do I need to turn it? Well, mine also has a little gap. Maybe it's
Is it not like plugged in all the way or something?
shifted over or something. Major Blood sucked. I don't know. I haven't opened them yet. Did he have the ab crunch?
Wait a minute. You've opened Major Blood.
Oh, Major Blood. I went to Mindbender.
Oh, yeah.
Major Blood.
Mindbender's definitely got an ab crunch.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I opened Major Blood. It's heat gun time.
Ooh, I like that. This even hangs on the backpack.
You're way late, buddy. Just got back from grocery shopping with family. What have I missed? Everything.
Everything. Oh man, that's nice.
Yeah, okay. The downs to the sides make sense, but in order to get, you got to do ab crunches, right? So should be able to.
Look at that.
Oh shit! Is that on the back? He can't pass through any elevator doors.
No, not at all. But and I don't know what this whole backpack is attached to. I mean,
and I've seen complaints of that too. That
going into the jersey, but that's fine.
It's very GI Joe-ish, vintage style.
Do that
with this much realism stacked on top of it. You got to think. Wait, there's no straps. Does yours hang off the back a little bit? Can you plug the pin all the way in?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but yeah.
Oh, huh. Maybe, yeah, I need to get the heat gun out. That's what I'm looking at. Some have swapped the upper boots and feet. I use Pledge to stiffen joints. One per case has nice web gear that makes the backpack look a lot better. Brings it over its shoulders a little bit. Okay, let's put this helmet on. Do the rockets... What am I going for here? Ooh, oh, that is nifty. Could you imagine carrying these mini rockets around on your back thinking... Is that a thought that...
No, he doesn't think about that.
I know he doesn't think about
Oh,
that,
okay.
but if you grab this backpack and you were like, oh shit, I've got a bunch of explosives on my back. Does this load into the... Oh, it does, and it's nice fit. Okay, why does the back pin off?
The what?
Why does the back turn? Or is that
Oh.
just... Why is it pinned in?
Oh, it pops off, doesn't it?
Is that for...
Oh, well, because you can actually...
Did I lose the rocket?
You can, yeah. Did you put it in there?
Did you do it too? I was like, I wonder if that
I
fits
almost
in there.
did, and then I was like, no. Because if you... Well, no, that doesn't go all the way through.
Huh, that's interesting. I don't know if I'm supposed to pull that off or if it turns.
Well, you can't see it here, but did you look in the small... There's like a little hole there, but it fits the... like the front of the rocket, but not the back.
Okay. Oh, wait. Wait, but that's the outside.
Yeah. I don't know.
Somebody... Most bazooka loaded from the rear. Okay. But you can put it out the front just to have it like, oh, it's about to shoot. So is this just supposed to turn? It's to slide a rocket in. That's how you loaded it. Oh, so it's to add to the realism top thing.
Right. But if you don't have like a little screwdriver or something, I don't know if I'd recommend it. It's going to get stuck.
Oh, does that pin down into... No. Because there's a peg on the other side. Oh. Oh. Well, no, I think that's just a stop. I don't think that's to peg it in place. Back blast area clear. Did you read the instructions? No instructions. Back turns. Okay, so you're supposed to turn it at the
My
back.
figure just... This bazooka figure just rolled his eyes.
Did it?
Instructions.
I don't need no instructions. Okay, do you put the grip up there or the top handle?
I gotta look to see what the right way to hold this is.
Loads in back to fire forward. Rocket storage. Spring-loaded RPG would have been nice. Does this go in the thing? I'm having trouble. Oh, because mine are smashed shut.
There's not really...
Oh, you're looking at maybe it does have instructions.
I'm just looking for a drawing at this point.
Oh, you turn it. Of course. That's much easier. Well, that's nifty. The back is just a turn to slide the rocket in mainly for playability picture purposes. It's meant to turn. I can't get the backpack to let go. Do. Okay. Maybe that goes to that side. Robo, I saw a bunch of custom photos on Instagram. Can he reach across? I wished they have him a blast effect to plug between the bazooka and the rocket. Oh, that would have been... Okay, let's see.
Yeah, because if you actually look at some of the damn it. Damn it. If you look at some of the actual glamour shots that Hasbro took, it shows the figure literally loading the bazooka, the cannon from the back with the thing slid over.
Really?
Yeah. So of course.
Okay,
It was
there we
all
go.
right there the whole time.
That's bazooka sounds.
Yeah, I see him.
You guys got me to look at my Mezco Conan order. I forgot how much stuff he comes with.
Yeah, if you order directly from Mezco too, that email that they sent was kind of weird because it said to update your payment information even if it hasn't changed, to like refresh the token, because they take a long time to fulfill. So you might like re-enter the credit card information and click save again.
I can't remember if I got that for... Did I get that for the Crow? I remember getting a payment coming soon thing for the Crow, and then it was several weeks. It was
Yeah.
kind of a wait for it.
I've never had to, like, what it seemingly says, though, to quote unquote update the payment information, even though there was really nothing to update, just to refresh the charge token. And this one hasn't been sitting out there nearly as long as the original Conan or the Death Dealer were. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Plus, everything I have left on pre-order is I paid ahead of time, so I wasn't too worried about the...
I can't remember if I ordered the Fantastic Four or...
I ordered the Fantastic Four.
I know I did, but I think it was through Mezco. I lost my Doctor Doom pre-order though.
Do any Legends effects work on it? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
is there a
I wonder if some of like
that?
the blasts do. Yeah, we need a can of beams to get into some Joe effects.
Whoosh sounds more like a bazooka sound than the noise you made. Didn't I say whoosh, whoosh, whoosh,
Whoosh.
whoosh? That's pretty cool. I don't have any Joes laying here for the first time ever. I actually cleaned part of this.
You don't have what?
Nope. Huh?
You don't have what?
Any Joes sitting here on the desk.
Oh.
Except for one. Which one do you think it is?
It's barbecue with his slippers on
water skis.
Yeah.
How's the best way to fight fire? On water. Let's see. Oh, he's bigger than barbecue. Slightly.
Nothing's bigger than barbecue, depending on where you're from.
Oh, that works with the... Or how they hear you.
You know what my primary affiliation with like bazooka is like Die Hard, when they blow up the SWAT car.
Oh, yeah.
But that's more of just like a rocket launcher, because they like drill it into the floor, but the missile thingies look the same.
It's bigger than a Fortnite figure.
Huh? Oh, is that Fortnite? Okay.
Yeah, Metal Mouth or something like that.
If it's not food or whatever, I don't know it.
Yeah. Saw that Full Force had a Transformers Recondo unboxing earlier. I know it's not Transformers. I know it's Tiger Force. Those rockets go in there nice.
Yeah, and they hold well. Yeah.
Oh, did you want to see Recondo? Is that what you're asking about? Because I got Recondo too.
You're on your own with this one.
Might give Bazooka the Fortnite quad launcher instead of Gung Ho. I forgot about that thing. Oh yeah. Speaking of Mezco, did you see the Muff Toys 1/12 Clark Kent?
That actually looks really good.
Yeah, no, dang it. That's kind of a it's nice. It's a nice something I feel like not a lot of companies give.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really. I really like the portrait as it looks at this moment.
Yeah.
Have you ordered? Do you have anything else by them?
I have no idea. It could be something we know or something under a different name or
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Tiger
Muff
Force.
Toys.
Oh, he comes with more guns.
Recondo. See Australian.
Don't get me lying. There's no bio on the package.
Is he Australian like Wolverine?
What you think, bub?
Hey, you know what? Since this is sitting here, this that bazooka helmet matches the red on the Tiger Force Duke
Oh, yeah?
pretty perfectly.
Oh, Recondo. He has kind of a high society look to him.
Like he's just as, you know, comfortable with a snifter of port as he is with you know,
When he's not out hunting George of the Jungle. Well,
what's to be done with these cobras?
Okay. Oh, the hat is way soft. The hat is rubbery.
Really?
It's soft. So it's gonna pop down and
sit there.
Wow.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. Tom Selleck Joe. No, he's from Wisconsin. He's a cheesehead.
Recondo is? Really?
Yeah, and we know, yeah, Wolverine's Canadian.
Yeah,
gonna need Recondo on a
not cartoon. He's not.
Oh, did they pull Recondo off the site? Because I know the bazooka's still up.
You know what? I was just looking at pictures of. Well, maybe because, like I said, mine is currently back ordered.
Ooh, we can make a Quigley Down Under. Dang, yeah.
Or a Mr. Baseball.
I need to compare. Is this a Flint? Is it Duke upper torso, or is this a new torso?
I don't have him yet. I don't know.
Tell me why.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him there either. But my back order still says this month.
Ooh.
For him and the, what is it, the officer? The Ossifer?
Officer. Okay, he doesn't have two Duke's
shirt line.
Pin. Yeah.
Where's Recondo?
Recondo is sold out on the Target app and not showing in any stores. Yeah, I put my order in. I put, they were all on the same order. And when I got notice, I was like, "Oh, those are already shipping." And then Target's weird. Or Jesse, I ain't got time to bleed.
I ain't got time to bleed. The tough Minnesota.
Minnesota.
The tough Minnesota accent.
He's got a canteen sculpted to the kind of like it's embedded in the backpack.
Well, how are you going to take a drink of that, friend?
I was going to try to put it the other way with the bedroll under, but that canteen definitely goes that way.
Yeah.
And then there's the pockets. Huh.
And Rakondo's also, he's the one that they haven't announced a standard version of yet.
You got to think, though.
Outback and Bazooka they have, but not him. So, yeah, I mean, you got to think it's coming, but.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Well, that's not a knife.
That's a spoon. You've played knifey spoony before.
It's the scabbard or sheath is split down to about right here. So when you put it in,
split. Oh.
Well, it's got a
yeah.
It's got a cut in it, so it'll go all the way in and still look good. It works.
Yeah.
And this is throwing me. There's a belt piece, but can you tell? The shirt is part of the belt piece.
What?
The shirt is actually untucked because it's coming out at the bottom of the belt.
Really? Is that like Wonder Man jacket?
See how it is? It's part of the overlay.
Well, he doesn't tuck his shirt in? All these guys tuck their shirts in.
not even this guy.
Even the sports jersey
is tucked in. But there's a belt underneath too. Unless you pull way far down, it doesn't look odd. But yeah, look at the back. See, it's definitely out.
You know, I want to say that Stalker or somebody might be the same way.
Oh, yep.
I'm trying to see
It's the same for Dusty.
Is it Dusty? Okay. That's like they're just far enough away. I can't tell.
Or Desert Duke.
Same with Dusty. Yeah.
No, that's not Duke. It's a different hairstyle and different face. Similar. How about you come over here and put up new lighting in here? I dare you. No, I don't. Or come over, hang out, play with toys. Whatever you want to do. New torso for Bazooka. Dusty is untucked too. My boy Dusty.
My boy.
Storm Shadow too. Yeah, but that's a ninja.
He's a bad guy.
Dukesty. Now the gun, the rifle has some wraps to it. I need to heat it up. It has some well, I guess it's just wraps around the front focus.
Now, does that have the little, it's not a tripod, like the little legs that kick down from it? No.
It's just a rifle. And a pistol.
I know nothing of firearms and the lingo.
But he also has a holster up here over the shoulder. And it doesn't get in the way as much as some of the others.
Yeah.
It's kind of hanging down. I hate to say this, but I think I kind of like Rakondo more than Bazooka.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. There's something I get in his hand. Oh, elbow, don't you give up on me. Got some tight elbows. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need some heat for the rifle. It's got a kick in it that will not, because once you pop, you don't stop.
You can't stop. Yeah.
Buy all the Joes. I stopped everything else and switched to Joes only.
I'll tell you, if I had to make that decision and go to like one Hasbro line, that's what I would do.
I like how you threw Hasbro in there. If it's one Hasbro
One
line.
Hasbro line, yeah.
Oh, what's with your boot, buddy? Huh.
How's your boot there, fella?
It's off to the side. Okay, yeah, definitely gonna need some heat. I've got. Wait, what? Yeah, the pin going down into the foot, it's like kicked over just a little, so it
Mm.
won't rock. Still looks good though. It's still more tolerable. I don't know what it is. Ooh, yeah, I gotta fix that too. It's
Yeah,
just,
yours does kick over like that. That's weird.
yeah, he's got some Sid Vicious shin going on.
Ouch. Ouch.
What? You know
Man.
exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, and I had like put that out of my brain. Oh, jeez.
Bazooka only tried to jump off a milk crate and just snapped it sideways.
Rule the world.
But this, oh, I don't know. I really like this.
Yeah, he's good looking figure. Oh wait,
We,
damn
do we
it.
need to actually look up the
He's Wisconsin, right?
is he Wisconsin? Let's see. G.I. Joe. Recondo.
A real Recondo and hero.
Okay. Where are we going? Where are we going? Born in Wheaton, Wisconsin.
Wheaton, Wisconsin.
I mean, we believed you. It's just like I had to look it up though, because
it's just too easy.
yeah, he just looks. He looks good.
So you like Recondo better, right?
Now there is a shine, and we've been seeing this a lot with the different plastics. There's a shine on the torso, but not on the arms for the shirt, the black.
Really?
So there's a gloss.
Yeah.
But then you get to the arm and it's dull. So there's a difference there. And I hate to say this, but I wish there was a little bit more stripes on the pants to
Really?
break it up a little bit more.
I
But
need to
other
look
than
up how very different his costume is from
Yeah.
one to the next.
And you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Mine was the exact same. Joe's have awesome custom possibilities, and that is why I'm not worried about getting Tiger Force and stuff. If regular comes along and I like it better, I have,
Yeah.
more Joe, and
You can do
this can be
stuff.
useful for other things.
Yeah.
Hello greetings from Honduras. Hey, what's going on, Norman?
Hello.
Someone please draw Duke in Daisy Dukes.
War Duke and Daisy Dukes?
Should do a pose off. Who can pose the figure better? Recondo's rifle magazine is removable. It is.
You gonna fill that up with tiny little bullets?
You know what? This is a neat feature, but I don't know how much I need it.
Yeah.
I like it when it does it, and it's cool for pictures, and
it seems like a lot of times that's done to satisfy the realism in it. But to your point, it's like, oh, there's a teeny tiny piece for me to lose.
yeah, carpet moms. Here you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here, I I really don't like it when you put it in and then you move around and it falls out. I think did one of the Cobra Trooper rifles, it was bad about the falling out? This has a snap to it. There's a oh, oh, how about some ASMR? Right here. Can you hear this?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
That was nice.
Yes,
And next,
that was nice. Yes.
that's
Without the sweaties.
that's what she said.
That is what she said. Yes, indeed.
Do 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 do.
Ooh.
Alley Vopper magazines came out too.
Mm. I
But
mean,
were
there
they
have
like
been
loose? Was
some.
it just like a friction hold?
There have been some that do.
Ricondo's mustache is removable.
Peel that mustache right off of there.
He kind of looks like he has a smirk.
This is a solid assortment of mustaches, though.
Yeah.
Very different styles. Like 80s dad mustache versus the where's my snifter of port before I go kick all the asses.
Well, he's got he's raising his right eyebrow, but his left.
I don't even think I can do that.
I can only do left anyway.
I can do.
You think about it too much, and you're like,
Yeah.
G.I. Joe was very mustache heavy.
Well, it was the time and place.
Oh, I like it.
Bub.
Is that a Wisconsin accent?
I see you've played Knifey Spoony before.
Grimsword has a mustache too, made of snakes.
Yes, made of snakes. I'd very much like to see the snake mustache.
Don't get me wrong, I like Bazooka. He looks good too.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, if I had a choice. Oh, well, no, that's a compass. There's a compass hanging off his belt. Pouch, 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 pouch.
Is that Cyclops over there?
He's, for his dental picks and his Tic Tacs and his Good and Plenties.
Good and Plenties, man. Nobody likes that stuff.
Ricondo does.
That is some treacherous candy. It's like bright pink and white, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be like cherry or strawberry and vanilla, and then it's like, oh, it's poison licorice.
It has good in the name. They trick you.
That's just an outright lie, and it's only plenty because nobody buys it, so there's plenty of it.
Oh, Veebs, if we get another Marvel Legends Fantastic Four wave, who do you want to see in it besides Petunia?
Oh man,
such a loaded question. Well, I'm gonna go for a while and I'll be back.
I feel like with the whole Kang thing, Rama Tut has got to be like, if anybody's right there, and Dan Yoon hinted at, well, he didn't hint, he flat out said new pre-order on Friday, right? And
is it Friday? Oh, he said it Friday for next week.
Or Friday. I think it's for this coming Friday, possibly. Yeah.
I think I saw something about Target accidentally leaking, or Entertainment Earth, somebody leaking some stuff out. Was it Power Rangers and then Marvel? Ooh, and Marvel Legends.
Yeah, and they just made a big deal to like formally show off Franklin, right? So yeah.
But they make sure not to show the package.
Yes.
So
correctamundo.
I want to say Valeria was somewhere on there, right? Oh, yeah. Here you go. Here's my big want.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Wizard.
Yes. And Atuma.
Yeah, whatever.
Make a Tuma.
No, Crystal will work.
Yes.
I'd take an a She-Hulk.
I want all the Inhumans. Just do it. Do it.
Inhumans.
Inhumans. Well, and so many of them showed up in that, the 90s Fantastic Four line that they're paying tribute to via their vintage wave. And I think those are the nicest vintage cards that they've done. It's like, keep going.
Well, here. Yeah, but you got to think, if we're going to get a Dragon Man Build-A-Figure anywhere, it's got to be in a Fantastic Four wave, though, right?
Correct. That is correct.
Especially with them showing the Moloid floaty head. I can't remember his name now, with Franklin.
But, I mean, we need a classic Blastar, Annihilus. We're finally getting Ronin, which is cool. I actually don't mind the old Hasbro Mole Man, but it may be time for a new one. And I know it's a good figure, and I know that a lot of people love it, and I like it a lot too. I feel like I still need a good classic Doctor Doom. It's like the Doctor Doom that they released, but he's got very modern, winks to him. His skirt's long, there's the belt is very embellished and whatnot.
Did they not shorten it down for the? No, they didn't. They didn't change anything about that. They just threw the claw.
They added that. Yeah, yep. So I feel like we still need that. And hell, I would take the what is it? The Secret Wars Doom that was built off the Iron Man body. Was it an Iron Man body?
Ultron?
Was it Ultron?
I don't know. I've just seen people suggesting.
No. I mean a Secret Wars figure tribute, because he was the Doctor Doom that was made in the Secret Wars line, I think, was on an Iron Man body. I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's not it. I didn't do a lot of. Oh, it does have Iron Man gauntlets in 2099, though he isn't technically FF.
Yeah.
Lady She-Thing.
Damn. It would be fun to do a the Ben Grimm and the Thing suit too.
Oh, with that, yeah, which would just be a different head, right?
Yeah, they could do it that well. I don't know. The top torso, it's like make that removable so you could like see him kind of in there too.
Right. But they could also do the same thing and have an alternate. Oh, who was the female that ran it during Ant-Man or Ant-Man's?
Yep.
Ant-Man, Medusa. Just have a swappable head, but for Miss Thing, that would take a whole new body from back in the day, huh?
Yep. As would Pineapple Thing.
Ooh, Pineapple Thing. I want Pineapple Thing.
I know. Just don't put him on pizza.
With all those spikes and stuff, you got to think it's not going to be a comfortable figure to play with or move around, because stuff's going to get in the way.
Yep.
Diablo.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Secret Wars. We already got Secret Wars. Doom.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. Retro Secret Wars line with lenticular shields.
That'd actually be kind of fun. And I would take that. I mean, the shields are what they are, but I would take that just to have Marvel Legends figures with those bright color schemes. because I need that, the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man in classic colors, not so dark, like red and blue.
Right.
Brighten them up.
How about a 3-pack with from the episode that Flintstones Fred and Barney meet the Thing?
I would buy that.
Would you buy a Benji Grimm and Thing 2-pack?
Heck yeah.
Would it? It's got to come with Thing rings, right?
Thing ring, do your thing. Yeah.
Was it 1 ring or was it 2? And he.
Well, he definitely did that. I think it was it 2? But yeah, I would absolutely buy that.
Green suited Sandman and Trapster.
That'd be cool. To go with Wizard and Madame Medusa.
Mad Thinker and Awesome Android.
Yeah.
Was Red Ghost a Fantastic Four villain?
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes. So I would take for sure.
Oh, well, 2 hours. There you go.
We unboxed a lot of cool stuff today too.
Yeah, I wish I had my Dungeons and Dragons stuff, but the G.I. Joe's a nice
when Joe's are like acting as the quote unquote consolation opening, you're doing pretty well.
yeah. It's not a bad day at all.
Yeah.
Lots of Paste Pot and Pete.
Heck yeah. I want Paste Pot Pete and Trapster looks. So there you go.
Puppet Master and Alicia and Red Ghost.
Yeah. Alicia is low key one of my. I would love to have Alicia just to go with Ben because she's such an important part for him. So probably would never happen, but it would be really cool.
I got to think all these. Well, most of these are on the list somewhere, especially Rachel. They've already said Rachel's coming.
Yeah.
When they announced the Excalibur set, it was like, yes, we know there's one missing. She's coming. And then Wolfsbane and Feral are completing teams, pushing teams closer to completion. And Lilandra and Deathbird.
Okay, so if those two, how many more of the Shi'ar?
Shi'ar. Oh, how many more Shi'ar?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like Starjammer wise, or?
Yeah.
Because there's Raza and Hepzibah. I think that finishes the main team,
right? Because what's his name is coming too, right?
Corsair.
Yeah, Corsair.
Yeah, Corsair. And then Lilandra and Deathbird finish up that kind of 275 cover. Well, okay, there's a lot of characters on there, but those two and Battle Lord Xavier would be the main players off that.
Yeah. I mean, those would be cool. Those aren't like top of my list type of thing. X-Men now, it's like, give me the rest of that astonishing team.
Oh yeah, that's another. I mean, who Beast, Wolverine,
Colossus, and Kitty.
Yeah, they haven't announced any of those, have they? Wolverine's got to be up there. I mean, he's just a couple parts pieces.
I was going to say there was a Wolverine that was released not too long ago that it's like adjust the colors on that and swap out a couple things, and it's
swap out. Well, you got to swap out the belts, right? The boot tops got to change. The shoulder pads got to change. Heads got to change.
Claws, need to change too. Yeah. But it's not too far.
Because Wolverine's astonishing costume is essentially everything toned down.
Yeah.
No big pointies all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, Colossus for sure. Colossus is close. He takes some. It would just take some tweaks.
Yeah. New head.
Kitty's got to be a whole new sculpt.
Yeah. I mean, Kitty and Colossus are my two favorite X-Men characters, so I want a new one. In a pinch, I guess that one from a few years ago could stand in for a while
Yeah.
with the team, but I feel like I want hair down
Mm-hmm.
for
Or
the Astonishing.
both. Give us
Yeah,
ponytail and down.
heck
But
yeah, yeah. Because that one, it's like, yes, obviously you're not going to be able to like have her actually phasing, but recreate that cover for what that first issue after you found out that Colossus was back. That's cool. That's
mhm.
cool.
Alex wants a Supreme Intelligence HasLab.
Woo. Woo.
No, wouldn't that'd be essentially be a cylinder, a clear cylinder with a green head floating in it. And I'd get it because that's one of those things where you thought, hey, they're never going to make that.
It's going to be interesting to see how the Marvel team comes back with the next HasLab offering. I think it'll be interesting to see what.
Now, Joe, you know, we don't talk X-Men animated here. It's off limits. Doesn't exist.
I'll tell you though, the next HasLab I want is Tiamat.
Oh yeah.
And I don't care what thoughts and feelings are about, you know, the standard figures or whatever. Gigantic 5-headed dragon figure. Yes.
Full articulation.
Yes.
Fire breathing.
Yes.
Shoots a stream. Yeah.
Hey, look, the Warduke sword flame also fits on his pointy finger hand, so he can point the flames at you as well.
You quit playing with your toys. What are you doing?
Watch. It's gonna do it. Ah.
and you got onto me for my joke.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Hasbro animated series Spider Slayers. Who's the guy? Was he involved with the Spider Slayer somehow? But he was kind of had a red eyes and 2 spikes sticking up over his shoulders in the Spider-Man line. Kind of was he naked from the waist up?
Oh, Lawrence Spike. You mean with the little suction thingies?
No. He just had 2 hooks. Smythe.
Oh, Smythe. Yeah, Smythe. But like in the cartoon, they were like, come on now.
Never seen the cartoon.
Now, I am of the opinion that the 90s Spider-Man cartoon is superior to the X-Men cartoon.
Superior Spider-Man?
Superior Spider-Man,
yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard good things. It's on the list.
After Batman.
But you know what? Did they pull? Oh no! Did they pull JLU off HBO?
Did they? Man, I freaking hate HBO Max. That is. Oh God.
Yeah, I saw that announcement. I was like, I guess I'm not watching JLU.
Those. Whoever is in charge there is not in charge.
Mr. B.O.
Yeah, exactly.
Herbert Bartholomew Osmosis
Office.
Mr. Office.
Home box office. Oh.
Bartholomew.
What's your name? Barf.
your full name?
Oh.
Maybe I'm picturing it in my head, but the first time he says it, doesn't the camera kind of barf?
He goes, barf.
I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.
Oh, I miss John Candy. Oh.
I can't believe you guys aren't talking about food yet. That's because that's where I'm heading. Have to get out of here. Go eat.
Yeah.
Mr. Orville.
My wife's making gumbo for dinner tonight, so
Oh, dang,
quite
yeah.
pleased.
My mom's tried to call me a couple times. She's probably getting ready to plan tonight.
Yeah. Well, don't make her wait.
Yeah, no, that's why we're getting off here. That's why
Sorry,
we
Mom. I
will.
was on the internet
Yeah.
I was in the internet chat room talking with people.
Don't be jealous, Napoleon.
Damn it, Kip.
Sitting around here eating all the chips.
She's gonna make you a damn quesadilla when you get over it.
Dang it, Napoleon. Oh, Napoleon. That's how Rico says it. Napoleon.
You know what? I almost got laughed out of the movie theater when I went and saw that, because you know when Kip backs over the bull and he goes, "Darn it," and then drives off. I could not breathe. I was laughing so hard. People in the audience started laughing at me or with me because I was laughing so hard at that, and I could not stop it at all. I could not control the laughing from it. I don't know why, but darn it.
Yeah. My oldest and I love that movie. The wife hates it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at that. He's stopping it for us.
Yes, that's what we need. We need someone to, play the music to get us off of here.
Okay. I'm kidding.
Mike, we got
I can't do it without
40
saying.
minutes.
I can't say without saying goodbyes. Goodbye.
All right. Deuces.
Yeah, we'll see you a couple weeks. Oh, like I said, I'll be on Out of the Basement next Sunday. I think it starts a little earlier.
I may just be in the basement next Sunday.
Oh, in the basement. But yeah, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks. Maybe opening G.I. Joes, maybe doing something else.
Something fun.
Does everybody else keep their Razorbacks nice and close? Just within arm's reach?
Just out of reach.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping by, listening to us yak about toys. Oh, Tuesday.
I'll gladly review these Tuesday for an unboxing today.
For War Duke today. No, but
Later.
Okay, everybody. Bye.